Hey, Inspired Tribe, my fellow freedom lovers, John Nolan here. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's wonderful that you're here with us. Always wonderful. It's always something we're grateful for across the platforms. And I want to start with what we usually start our live streams with. We're healthy, we're wealthy, we're whole, we're free. Healthy, wealthy, whole, and free. These things kind of go together, anyways, but it's the mantra of the Inspired live stream. It's what we affirm and what we speak and act into existence. So while everybody is tuning in here, I want to talk a little bit about digital sovereignty today. And hey, vibrating goddess, hey Rohit, we have made some changes on Inspired. We continually working on those changes, and I want to let you know why. Because a lot of the things that you see are kind of happening behind the scenes. There was a moment, and I've shared this before. There was a moment where I realized something inherently that I wasn't fully aware of before. See, I was aware of as soon as we started using the internet many years ago. I was aware that this was, for the first time, an ability that whoever wanted to use it really had to control movement, to control content, to control opinions. The internet was a thing that uh, intelligence agencies, governments, corporations could use to gather as much data as they wanted to, even if it was encrypted, even if they said they didn't, doesn't matter. They always would. That was clear. It was also clear that at some point they would use that data that they gathered against us. That's the nature of this particular beast that I'm talking about. What I didn't really see coming was that shock moment in 2020 when David Icke was on a London Rose YouTube channel doing a live stream, the biggest live stream in YouTube's history at that time, and they were shut down during the live stream simply because it wasn't liked what David Icke had to say. That was a pivotal moment. That was a moment that really, and we had already had the Inspire channel for a year by that time. So that was a moment for us where we started thinking. And it took us on a big thought process. What is digital sovereignty? Does such a thing even exist? Maybe. Maybe with extreme encryption, maybe with the best possible technology, digital sovereignty does somehow exist. As always, you kind of want to strive for the best you can do. And so over the last years, what Christine and I and our small but wonderful team has experienced is unbelievable. And our children who work with us wouldn't have believed a lot of things if they hadn't seen it firsthand. Deleted accounts, channels. I mean, we were using a service called Linktree, which is a great idea where you have one URL like linktree.com/inspired, and all your links wherever you are on the internet are in one Linktree. We got removed from that service because apparently they didn't like the things that we talked about. Our email services got hacked on multiple occasions in a very sophisticated way. Our website got taken down and was blacklisted. Our emails got blocklisted. Our channel was taken down multiple times. And after a while, you realize, no, this is not a coincidence. Of course not. And yes, this is an attempt to. Sometimes it's not even an attempt to destroy you. It's more like, maybe they'll just get annoyed and stop and go away. Well, that's not what we're built of. And so Christine and I and our team over the last months, we have worked and continue to. We're not done by any means, but we have worked on sovereignizing our structures as much as possible. I want to say this, that these big platforms, the YouTubes, the Facebooks, the Instagrams, the Twitters, the Googles, they did something brilliantly. They gave away digital real estate for people to use. They gave away amazing technology for people to use for free without restrictions for many years. And so when you remember, a lot of you that were on your awakening journey, for example, you used YouTube every day because you could watch documentaries, because you could watch videos and compilations and stuff and get truth seekers and truth speakers on there that you couldn't get anywhere else. And it was a very free very open platform where we could get a lot of information. This has changed drastically. YouTube's guidelines have become very, very, very strict. I disagree with quite a lot of them, although when we're on here, we follow those guidelines because we still see value in that. But we don't want to rely on that and those platforms anymore. That's what they made. They made people rely on them. They beautifully seduced people into building their whole business around Facebook. Now, if you build your business around Facebook, not just your private social media profile, not just your family memories, but if you build your business around it, well, when the time comes and they tell you to not talk about a specific subject, you're not going to do it because you don't want to lose your whole business that was built on Facebook. And so a lot of businesses were built on social media, on Instagram. People created followings of millions of people, built their business around it. And one morning they woke up to no Instagram account because they didn't follow some guideline, or even worse, one of their videos from 2 years ago didn't follow a new policy change, and so they got deleted. And some devastating realizations came about is that it's much like when you build your business on rented space, which can go right for a very long time, but as soon as that space is being taken away from you for whatever reason, your business has gone to. And we simply did not want to do that anymore. So we're striving to create something equal to digital sovereignty for us to create, share. Most importantly, this for us is a means to an end. Christine and I are not even computer people, digital people. We don't even, we never enjoy technology. We enjoy nature. We enjoy our family. We enjoy land. We enjoy animals. It's a means to an end, is to reconnect people, is to bring back wisdom to the center of the conversation. We know this is a timestamp on this. We won't do this in this format all our lives. Behind the scenes, we're working on projects. Behind the scenes, we're helping with analog, real world things and initiatives. But we are grateful that we can connect with you. We're grateful that we can share with you. We're grateful that we can recommend to you. We're grateful that we can introduce you to people. We're grateful to have a relationship with you, to read from you, read your comments, hear from you, get to meet you, feel the co-creative energy. That's what we're very grateful for. And in order to keep this alive, we have decided to build our own platform, our own space on the internet that we actually own. And this is a very extensive project because it includes servers, it includes hosting, it includes bandwidth, it includes knowing how to navigate these waters without being able to be shut down again. And this is the interesting thing that we just realized over the past years. Between having a website that you host on WordPress, you're still bound to their user agreements. You're still bound to their server agreements. So if they don't like what you say on that website, they can shut you off, or even worse, they have the right to limit the traffic to your website. So even if you were to show up in search results, they can basically hide you from that. There's so many things that they can do through these user agreements, and you only learn that when you read them. And so when you use all these services that are publicly easily available, you run the risk of being shut down or hidden without knowing it. And so we have decided to create this here, and this is a work in progress, theinspiredchannel.com. And this will be our home space, if you will, where you can see the newest videos. We can get you in touch with some of our guests. You have different categories. And again, we're working on all of that. For example, you go on Awakening, there you have The Great Awakening, Nothing Can Stop, what is coming. And you have videos on here. This is where we're going to feature in the future all the uncensored, unfiltered content and the videos that you can watch on other platforms. So theinspiredchannel.com is really, it's kind of like, we encourage you, if you enjoy connecting with us, if you enjoy doing what we do, watching what we do, and connecting, just put a bookmark on theinspiredchannel.com and check it out, every morning when you go. We'll send out emails for that, reminders. We'll post on YouTube. We will continue to be on YouTube, continue to be on Rumble. And we will also do, because we're very thankful we're very thankful to our Locals community. Locals is one of those platforms that has done an amazing job working with creators like us, or working with people like us, to keep things censor free. So we also will continually be there and do our live streams there, the Coffee and Truths, which is a wonderful platform. You can join it for free, create an account for free, or become a paid supporter. This is really up to you. But the main idea here is that we set ourselves up for the next weeks and months where we predict that first, before a greater sense of freedom takes over, I think that it will be shown to people what happens when all of a sudden they're locked out of their accounts, when all of a sudden they're locked out of their websites, when their domains don't work anymore. I believe it will be shown to people what it means to not have any freedom on the internet. And I believe the parallel structures, because we were lucky enough to have seen them and have talked to some of the creators of those parallel structures, will appear. Our idea is this: that in 2, 3, 4 years from now, you will not have to show and scan in with your digital ID or your digital fingerprint and iris scan and stuff like that. Our idea is that we will still have a free and open and sovereign internet where you can go and read and watch and create whatever you want to create, as long as you don't hurt anybody, of course. So this is our beginning here. And the inspiredchannel.com is kind of our one-stop shop from where you can get anywhere else. But really, eventually, we want this to be a platform where all inspired ideas, videos, content, articles, and everything is shared. So we're working on that. We just wanted to let you know in the future, you will be directed for interviews, videos, because I don't want to bite my tongue. I don't want to beat around the bush. And so in order for me to not have to do, and our guests to not censor themselves, we will let you know where you can find any given interview or video. It's one click away on the website. It will be free to watch, and you can enjoy uncensored, unfiltered information, truthful, authentic videos and initiatives and speakers and everything else in between. So this is what the inspiredchannel.com is about. Again, it's a work in progress. And if you find any mistakes or if you find any glitches, please feel free to reach out and let us know. We appreciate it. We want to create a space where you feel at home and you know that you'll get 100% authenticity and as much truth as we can find in that particular moment. We'll always speak the truth. And as we awaken and as we grow spiritually, we also expand on our understanding of truth. So that evolves too. All right. Thank you. Much love. And I just wanted to let you know, and this is not something we usually talk about. This is something that is extensive. It has consumed much of our days and nights over the last months. We have extensively worked on this. It was a very, very large investment monetarily as well, because this is not like your $29.99 per month website thing. This is a completely different creation that we're proud of, that we love co-creating. We'll continue to co-create. But this is, I think it's kind of like in the real world when you go out and you buy the building. You don't rent it anymore. You buy it because you don't want to be restricted by somebody changing their mind. So this investment for us is in the human family, in the Inspired Tribe. We are investing in this future because we believe we're very, very close to some very, very positive shifts. And right now, we don't want to lose the connection. There will be a time where that won't be as important anymore. But right now, we feel it's important for all of us to be connected, to speak, to hear each other, to feel each other's presence, to co-create spiritually, physically, on all levels. So it's worth it. It's so worth it for us. And we can't wait for everything that's to unfold, for the future conversations, the initiatives, much, much more to come. All right, Tribe, thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. And also, if you go to, I'll show you. See, all I have to do now is share the screen here with you. I can actually show you what I talk about. This is kind of cool. So let me show you something too. If you go here You go to our website, theinspiredchannel.com. You go to the YATO retreat experience. This is our upcoming retreat in October. And it's a small group. A few slots are still open. And this is where you can find all the information. You just go to the website, click on YATO retreat. You'll find out the information, what we will do there, where we will be at, all of that right here on theinspiredchannel.com. We'd love to have you. A lot of couples are coming. This is also because co-creative energy happens a lot of times in couples. We'll go deep meditation, deep breath works, deep experiences, overcoming boundaries, and connecting with our truest, highest self. That's what this is about, the organic, human, spiritual timeline. All right, my friends, thank you so much for tuning in. We love you. We're excited for this journey, and thank you for being with us. We could not ever wish and hope for a better tribe than you all. Thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll be back with you again very, very soon.